run. Then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Samuel now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
He'll just get the play off. Dump off caught by his back. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Still a one-possession game in the early stages. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got 3rd and 8.
White.
3rd and long for him here. It's everything he has under this one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers tie and can take the lead here in the second. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
The Bucks will set up for a 2-point.
Stafford's going to throw for it. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead.
That makes the score 16.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
All set to go now from the 35. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Back-to-back carries here. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Another carry for him. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he's going to work this down to the 32. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. He'll try and pick this up on the ground. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Shamrock.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Shamrocks take a second quarter lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Shotgun snap to Sanford. He rolls to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Going run again with McCaffrey.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Stafford back to throw. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers tie it in the final minute of the half. Christian McCaffrey the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdoal.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, I think until this defense stops them, the answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate, but it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence, the offense is owning them. When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to work it ahead for about 3. Second down coming up. Close to the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. And put a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Hits him on the out route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. Now being caught by Jackson. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Hits his running back. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and they've taken back the lead. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we be struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, they'll run. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to the well again. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. At the 20. And they take this in for the score. The Shamrocks grow the lead coming out of halftime. for the point after. Here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Shamrocks grow their lead to 8.
32. Buccaneers.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Showing a little burst so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Throwing now, Stafford. Dumped off to his running back. And he's out of bounds. It looks like they might have a shot block, but they're going to be left 2 yards short now. It's 4th down. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. All right, here we go. 4th down with Stafford. He's got it to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Stafford now. Flushed out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. Here he goes again. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
Fullback drive, power across. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Buys time, rolling right. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. 2-point try coming up. Stafford getting the offense set. All right, they're going to throw for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that return ends, but they are very happy about it. Offense taking over all the way down to the opposition's 45.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 32. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Shamrocks stretch their lead on the final play of the third.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Keeping it on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. The ground game works for the touchdown. The Buccaneers can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Christian McCaffrey the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. 2-point try coming up. Stafford getting the offense set.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point.
I'll throw it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Shamrocks 45, Buccaneers 36.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All set to go now from the 35. Nix with it on first. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Give on the counter. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good for a first down.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
He's going to bring this down to their 35. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to bring up first down. All set to go now from the 35.
First down, Shamrocks.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in.
That's got to be so frustrating for the run. If you're fighting the good fight, you even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And send a receiver left. He has the touchdown. The Shamrocks could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Now the offense and Knicks coming to the line and looking to tack on 2 more.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. That's the 3rd time they've gone for 2, and now their 2nd conversion, so they've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
How's my old coach? I thought I was pretty good. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off, that's Bobby Wagner. And the Shamrocks are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Jabbar Holland there on the coverage.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Got a man downfield. This is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Shamrocks put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Samuel now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Bucks take over 1st and 10.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready? Monday. Lady.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Stafford from the gun. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Desperation time here on 4th. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. Along the right sideline, there's space. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, well, this is teaching Dave for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
Samuel now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Buying some time right. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. 1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On the play fake, here's Stafford. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Stafford. Forced out to his right. Trying to push deep. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. It's P.J. Locke. And the Shamrocks are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away.